This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
Aaron is up in Columbus, Ohio. Aaron, how can we help?
Hi, Ken. Hi, George. Thank you so much for taking my call.
You bet.
Long-time listener and follower of Baby Steps.
Thank you.
Wife and I made it to Baby Step 7 about 5 years ago.
Hey-oh, that's no that's no small thing there. That's huge.
Yeah, thank you. But got a problem. I wanted to run something by you, get some advice, and see what you think.
All right.
So one of the things we're doing well that got us there is investing in our company 401k plans. And I work for a small business, very small family-owned company. It's the LLC, and have been in their 401k about 14 years. Have amassed about $315,000 at its height in March of this year. We know what happened to the market in April, so it went down about $250. And around that time, the company wants to switch providers. So we get a blackout notice. Everything seems kosher. However, during that switch, I found out that we were fully divested out of the market for 7 days, May 7th to May 14th. And if you've been watching the market, that was a rally period. So losses were realized. I lost about 237 shares valued at $18,000 out of that retirement account. And I've got about 30 more years projected to my retirement date. So the question, I guess, is, have you ever heard of that? I guess it's standard, I'm told, for an old 401k provider to liquidate to cash and then spend some days to move out of the market and then rebuy with the new company.
Man, that really stinks. And, the changes like this happen all the time, but the crazy fluctuations in the market is just really bad timing to miss out as the market makes a comeback and you're sitting on the sidelines, unable to do anything about it.
Sure.
And so I don't know that there's anything you can do to get that money back. I mean, essentially, it was out of your control, and you're going to just have to build that back up. But you can ask HR for a detailed transfer report, and work with the record keeper to go, hey, what exactly happened? I want to make sure that my investments are still invested where they were. It's in the same funds. I have the same amount of shares. But you're telling me that essentially they had to cash out this transfer temporarily for that week. And when they cashed it back in to buy the same amount of shares, you bought less shares because of the price, or what?
Exactly. The price went up about 6%.
So it's not a loss in a traditional sense. It's more of a missed gain.
Correct.
And that unfortunately is just part of the risk of any kind of 401k provider transition. And so you can talk to your employer. I doubt they're going to do anything, especially as a mom and pop kind of small company. They're not a giant corporation where they're going to go, we're going to cover any missed gains that happened because that's on us for changing providers. You guys had nothing to do with that decision. But I don't want you to spend too much time reeling over this, because you guys are doing so well that it's such a small part of your world at this point.
Sure. Yeah, I appreciate that. We did talk to the employer. In fact, this happened in 2017 as well, but it was only 15 shares and about $800.
Much
so
smaller
when this
scale.
Came about it. Yeah. I had warned the employer and asked the new advisor, hey, I've got scars from last time and the stakes are higher. Can this be avoided? And it wasn't avoided. And when I followed up, the response was, sorry, that can happen.
That's unfortunately what I thought the answer would be. I doubt they're going to be like, well, let's just write you a check for $18,000, Aaron, for your missed gains.
Sure.
We're so sorry. I wish it worked like that, but it's just one of those snafus, and the timing could not have been worse. But it's a good reminder to not pull your money out of the market, because the stats are pretty wild, Ken. If you missed, the best 10 days of the market because you were spooked, you thought, hey, it's going to go crashing. Well, you're going to really miss out on gains on the other side when the comeback does inevitably happen. But, man, it's pretty rare that this kind of stuff happens. It's not every day that employers are just switching 401k providers, especially going a whole week with that money not sitting in any investment account. But it's just part of the reality of an employer retirement plan. You don't have all the control.
That's right. Yeah, it stinks, but you got to move on. So, you're okay. This is not a devastating play for you. And it does stink, though. So, sorry about that.
Yeah, I will grieve with you on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. That one stings.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at ramseysolutions.com/smartvestor or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at ramseysolutions.com/smartvestor.